Hi guys, NCWQ here, and I have y'all looking at NOAA, and we're looking at Hurricane Delta, which is down here, and at this time it has 140-mile-an-hour winds, and we'll look at where this one is headed. This is supposed to become a major storm, which can go up to a Category 5, and I have some news from AccuWeather. It says Delta undergoes rapid intensification, could become the first Category 5 storm of the Atlantic season. Delta, the third major hurricane of the 2020 hurricane season, could become the most intense yet, and it continues to rapidly strengthen as it heads on a collision course with Mexico and eventually the U.S. And it says Delta's maximum sustained winds grow stronger. The ferocious Hurricane Delta is only getting more dangerous, the National Hurricane Center said in its 2 p.m. Eastern Time update. That maximum sustained winds were up to 140 miles per hour. Delta was getting closer to the Yucatan Peninsula as it was about 260 miles east-southeast of Cozumel, Mexico. The storm's forward speed maintained the same at 16 miles per hour. The government of the Cayman Islands discontinued the tropical storm warning for all the Cayman Islands, the NHC said, as the storm continues to pass to the southwest of the islands. There's a state of emergency has been declared in Alabama, less than a month after Hurricane Sally ripped through the Alabama Gulf Coast. The state is getting ready once again for impacts from dangerous hurricane. On Tuesday afternoon, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey issued a state of emergency to help kickstart preparation efforts for the state. As our coastal areas are still recovering from Hurricane Sally, another system, Hurricane Delta, is making its way towards the Gulf Coast and could potentially have a significant impact on Alabama, Ivey said on Twitter. Sally struck the Alabama coast as a hurricane Category 2. Early in September after making landfall near the town of Gulf Shores. While it's too early to predict a precise landfall for Delta along the U.S. Gulf Coast, the latest path forecast from AccuWeather for Delta has it tracking towards the central Louisiana coast by Friday before it moves inland over Mississippi and northern Alabama over the weekend. So I can show you this little picture real quick of what they're showing here. You can see how it's tracking in here as a 4, 3, 3, diminished, low. So it's going to come over the area where I live through Virginia. And Hurricane Delta is second only to Wilma in terms of rapid intensification. Hurricane Delta on Tuesday became the first Atlantic tropical storm in more than a decade to strengthen as rapidly as it did. Delta's intensification was the most extreme in 15 years for an October hurricane. The storm's maximum sustained winds increased by a whopping 70 miles an hour from 40 to 110 miles per hour in its first 24 hours as a named storm. Only Hurricane Wilma in 2005 exploded in more significant fashion over the same 24-hour period, according to Philip Klasbach, a meteorologist at Colorado State University who specializes in Atlantic Basin hurricanes. That infamous storm saw an increase of 110 miles per hour in sustained winds during the first 24 hours. Klasbach pointed out, with winds going from 75 miles an hour barely above hurricane force to 185 miles per hour, far above the Category 5 threshold. Anyways, you guys, if you're within the path of this hurricane, I would strongly urge you to get prepared, have a plan, have your bug out bags if you have to evacuate, and I would make sure that you have all your safety lists checked. Anyways, you guys, much love. Please take good care of yourselves and each other. Much love.